Subscribe to Morris TVGH.
Associated with this launch, the launch of the 2021 non-traditional export statistics, for a host of reasons. This report first allows us to be able to analyze and evaluate the impact that the National Export Development Strategy is making on our overall export development agenda. As you know, the government has set out a vision to move our non-traditional export earnings from the current 2.8, 2.9 billion to about 25 billion in a matter of a decade. And that means that we have to constantly evaluate our performance periodically to assess where our strengths are and also align our resources and efforts in areas where we need to realign. And therefore, the launch of this report is of particular importance to the ministry for that reason. It also allows us to further mainstream the National Export Development Strategy and the export agenda into the overall global industrial transformation agenda that the ministry is currently pursuing. We cannot export if we are not producing. We cannot export if we are not adding value. And so all the other areas, the industrial revitalization program, the 1D, 1F, the domestic retail infrastructure, SME development, and all of those programs are crucial for the development of export itself. And the launch of this report gives us the opportunity to reevaluate how we further mainstream export development into the industrial transformation agenda. And then it's also important to us because it allows us to further deepen institutional collaboration. Ghana Export Promotion Authority and the Ministry of Trade and Industry alone cannot drive the vision that we have set for ourselves. We need other ministries, the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Ministry of Information, Foreign Ministry, Ghana Standards Authority, Food and Drugs Authority, Customs, the banks, EXIM, all the other institutions that we need to work together with so that we can achieve the vision that we have set for ourselves. The launch of this report, we believe, allows us to come around the table again to assess the level of the participation and the collaboration between these agencies and how we further deepen that collaboration. Of course, the impact that the export earnings has on the performance of the economy is not lost on all of us at all. We know that the positive impact that it can have on our GDP, on the exchange rate, and of course on inflation as well. And therefore, that's another important reason why, and like the minister set it in motion, it's another important reason why the Ministry of Trade and Industry is happy with the launch of this report. Ghana today, in terms of preferential market size, we have about 2 billion market size, preferential market size. Of course, we've just heard about the Asian market as well, huge market. When you talk about the AFCFTA, we're talking about a market size of about 1.2 billion people. The interim economic partnership agreement with the EU gives us a market size of about 450 million people. The African Growth Opportunity Act, AGOA, gives us a market size of about 320 million people in the US market. Of course, we just ratified the interim trade partnership agreement with the UK, which gives us something like 65 million market size with the UK. And therefore, all put together, you're looking at a market size more than 2 billion people, plus the Asian market and the non-preferential market. Our responsibility is simple. How we're able to empower the private sector in terms of market intelligence, in terms of the right and suitable competitive operating environment, and of course, in terms of enhancing their productive capacity to be able to take advantage of these markets. That, we believe, is our responsibility, and that's what the Ministry of Trade and Industry continues to support GEPA with, to be able to deliver. The 2021 statistics give me hope and give the ministry hope that we are on course. Our year-on-year earnings from 2018 have shown a positive trajectory. 2018, year-on-year, 2019, we saw a growth of about 10% on non-traditional export earnings. 2019, 2020, year-on-year, 3%. 2020, we saw a decline. For obvious reasons, we dipped by negative 1.84%. Today, we find that 2021 year on year, we've increased our non-traditional export earnings by 17%. That means we've moved it from 2.84 billion to 3.33 billion United States dollars. That is significant. This outstanding performance in the export sector is something that we must all be proud of as a government. And I congratulate the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, the Chief Executive, the board, and the executive body and all the members of the Ghana Export Promotion Authority for working very hard, together with all the other agencies that support you, for working very hard to produce this very astounding increase in our non-traditional export earnings. But it must cause us to, do more, especially for the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. It means that you have a responsibility to work double time, so that when we meet again next year, we are seeing a quadruple jump in the figures that we have recorded today. It must also cause us, inspire us to continue to work hard for the private sector, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that we're looking to empower to be able to export and increase the volumes of exports that we have seen. So we are very proud of GEPA. We're very happy as a ministry to announce this 17% jump in non-traditional export earnings, and we'll continue to provide the support that we give you to increase the numbers significantly by 2020, when 2022 year-on-year export earnings figures come out. So on behalf of my minister, the entire ministry, it is my singular honor to declare the 2021 non-traditional export statistics duly launched. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
and click on the bell for more updates.